Hey folks, and welcome back to Ape Escape on the Loose. Now before we start, I wanted to show you that I actually went back and got those coins for Jake Attack. So now we're going to go into the present day, and it seems like Spike got into some stuff been happening while Spike was away fighting Specter. So let's see what's been going on. Things couldn't have gotten too bad, right? Alright.
I've got a message from the professor for you. Play it. Coming right up.
By now, Spike, you'll have seen what's happened. The city was taken by Specter's forces while you were gone. Look, this image shows Specter's base, which the apes built in the city center. They're going all out to turn this into Monkey Town. You are our only hope for survival. Specter can definitely be stopped if you fight hard and use your gadgets. You can do it, Spike. We're counting on you.
What are you doing? Hey, stop! Spike, the new gadget you asked the professor for has been checked over. So you can now try it out in the training facility. You won't be able to proceed to the next level if you don't finish the training level. So,
okay, thanks Cassie. I think her name's Cassie. Yeah, it's Cassie. I think I'm saying it right. It's C-A-S-I, Cassie. But anyway, the race car, the RC race car. Again, another missed opportunity. This thing, I'm gonna be honest with you folks. In my opinion, this thing sucks. I mean, I don't know if it's on both the PSP and the original PlayStation 1. The control is awful. It is awful. I mean, this gadget is just ugh. But I guess if they wanted to throw that in there, I don't know. It's just, to me, it's awful. I mean, if it was an actual race car, that'd be pretty sweet, but no, it's a little mini RC car, you know, for opening tight spaces that I'm pretty sure Spike could crawl through and, you know, hit the switch himself. But no, they give us this RC race car, and like I said before, it blows. I mean, to me, it's really awful. But, you know, just sign it with the controller you got and just assign it to the button you have it assigned to, and then just move it with the directional pads, you know, to maneuver. It hits switches like that and allow you to move on. And then you see this little space right here. Spike could crawl through that. He can crawl through that and get to the other side of the thing. He doesn't need an RC to do that. But anyway, let me stop complaining about this and let Cassie explain the situation on what's going on during the present day.
Allow me to explain the situation for them. First, the laboratory. Some of the laboratory equipment was destroyed by the monkeys. So when you next head off on a mission, please continue directly from the time station. Next, let me describe Specter's base to you. He seems to have established it in a renovated factory and building just near the city center. He's using the factory to build vast quantities of weaponry to enable him to dominate the world. And it's in the building that his schemes are slowly but surely taking shape. Security is being tightly enforced with incredibly powerful weapons. Therefore, in order to stop the activities going on at the base, you first need to head to the energy reservoir. It's supposed to be hidden in a nearby park. Then you should head for the base. Spike, please be very careful.
Thanks, Cassie, and I'll try my best to be very, 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 very careful, like you said. But anyway, 8 monkeys to capture in this part. And oh, before I even start, welcome to the city park. present day. We're in our own present timeline, you know, no more time travel. We're in our present time, so voila, here it is, present day. But anyway, yeah, this is the city park, and there's not that many monkeys to catch outside, but you do need to catch a minimum of 2, because when you do, it's gonna open up a passage way for you to go further into the level. Now see, there's a monkey here that Spike could crawl through, but yeah, there's a monkey here that you can get with, you know, you have to lure it out with the RC. It'll run away from the RC, and when it runs away from the RC, it'll crawl through the little space that Spike could crawl through and get out, and you'll be able to catch it. So anyway, you want to watch out for these bee enemies here, because even though they're small, they pack a punch. But anyway, if you climb up these tree stems, and you climb up there to, there'll be like a little boxing ring there, and in there will be a white pants monkey. And I told you before, those monkeys go berserk over the little stuff. Their alert rate is very high, so you can either be reckless like I'm going to be, or you can try sneaking with that with stealth, but you're not going to get that far. But anyway, this monkey is, like I said, going bananas, bouncing all over the place. But as you can see, it took me no time to capture him. Now, like I said, there was a minimum of 2, I believe 2 monkeys that you need to catch in order to open up a little, it's like a sewage thing that I wouldn't be too keen on going in myself. It probably reeks so much. But anyway, there's another monkey over here that you can go ahead and catch. But before you can even do that, there's going to be something blocking your way before you can even approach that monkey. And what is that thing? It is a rejected transformer. Yes, a rejected transformer. That's not really its name. But it's a rejected, why do I keep saying rejected transformer? It's an enemy like a robot. And all you need to do in order to take care of the robot, normal attacks won't hurt it, so you need something that pack a punch. And this is where the slingshot becomes very useful, because you have those explosive pellets and you have the homing pellets. So you gotta make sure you have at least one of those available, and you gotta make sure you have enough ammo to take the thing out. But anyway, once you do, you'll capture another high alert monkey, and it'll be able to open up the sewage thing for you. So inside this little sewage thing is where the real meat of the level begins, and you'll see what I mean as we get closer to it. It's gonna be, we're in for quite the adventure, folks. So anyway, how you guys doing on this glorious day today? I'm doing alright, can't complain. But anyway, so these things are back. You remember those from World 2, right? Those little bouncy things. They're back. And you got another gate passage that you need your RC for. Like I said before, I don't know if Spike could crawl through this one. He probably could squeeze through there. But he'll have a heck of a time getting out, though. So that one looks like you actually did need the RC for. But anyway, there was another monkey with this laser gun. As I stated in the last part, monkeys shouldn't have these things, but they gotta have some way of defending themselves, and Spike takes one right in the gut. But anyway, this monkey did not want to get captured at all. It's kind of understandable, you know, you're getting captured against your will, but you are causing trouble for people, so you have to be sent back to where you belong. But where do they get sent? Do they get sent back to the time station? Or do they get sent back to like a zoo or something? I always kind of wondered that. But anyway, that monkey right there, I caught him by complete accident, because he was supposed to be in that cage area, and you were supposed to use the RC to lure him out, but he was just out in the open. So that just threw me by complete surprise, but I just acted quickly and caught him. But anyway, here, it's like, would you guys, I know some of you are gonna say no, but I have to ask, would you guys venture through a sewer if it was big as this? I mean, the smell has to be horrific. I mean, you know, that's where the stuff travels. But would you guys, you know, just because I know that for me, I like exploring new ventures. You know, I like exploring places. So if I had the opportunity to explore a sewer, if it was big as this, mind you, yeah, I would. But I'm gonna need like a gas mask and a hazmat suit and stuff like that. I got a friend who works for, uh, he works for like the city of where I am, and I believe he goes through stuff like this, you know, going underneath the ground. He works at a sewer plant, and oh man, I just don't want to imagine what he goes through and the stuff he smelled and seen. But anyway, yeah, I got mad because the RC car, like I said, is hard to control, and I drove it right off the little bridge thing, and that ticked me off. But don't worry, I'll go back and get that coin. Don't worry about that. I'll get that coin because you know we need those for the mini games. But anyway, if you go through that little sewer pipe right there, we're venturing on further in the level, and oh man, I'm just sorry. I just had to go on a tangent about that because this seems like, to me, it seems like a whole heck of a lot of fun. But like I said, I need a hazmat suit to go through this. But anyway, Spike's doing it with no problem because, you know, I think he's a kid, so kids would like to explore stuff like this anyway, knowing that they can get away with it. Where is his parents? That's what I want to know. Where's Spike's parents? And what the heck do they look like? Cause Spike's a kid, so I'm sorry, folks. The mind wanders, you know. But anyway, you go down here, that monkey noticed us, so we gotta go into the water here. And man, he went deep underwater this time. I mean, yeah, he went in there deep. But anyway, yeah, we gotta hurry up and get to the surface, or we're gonna drown. So thank goodness we caught him in time, because we was about to kick the bucket there. But anyway, these little platforms up here will lead you to another monkey, so go ahead and just climb up there when you feel like it. And there's gonna be another monkey waiting up here for you. He made that sound, so that sound it makes, it's I don't know, like sometimes they just make the regular eep sound that monkeys make, and then they make a sound that sounds like they got punched in the stomach. I don't know, it's just weird. But I'm sorry, I'm just going off on a tangent through this part. But like I said before, the mind wanders, and with us being in this big sewer-like place, it just, oh man. But anyway, the whole city, the whole present day area is just supposed to be us just like going in there, finding where Specter's energy supply is, cutting that off, and then pretty much raiding his factory and cutting off the supplies there, because it's sending, like, I guess it's sending like weapons and stuff to the monkeys so they can go and terrorize people. So what we're gonna do in this present day era is just like cut all that connection off and stop, Specter from mass producing this stuff. But anyway, this is the last monkey that we need to catch in order to proceed, and he's putting up a little bit of a struggle, but not enough. So that's gonna do it for this part, and I'll see you guys in part 10. Have a fantastic day and stay tuned.